I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash. Double honor to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you, Archeum that's pushing this truth. This is the brother Yakalem from the GMS Boston camp, and out of one right desire through the Spirit. This lesson is edifying as well as a faith builder. It's only going to get worse. And that's the title of an article that was on Apple News, and it was going into, NBC News, Salakia, and it was going into the trucker protests, how over there in Canada, how it hurt auto plants across North America. And not just that, if the truckers are protesting, you know, who's delivering the goods? And really, there's no goods moving because they got the ports on lockdown. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go into two things as well, because on RT News, they had an article that said, bear with me, I'm getting it right now, that cost of food, shelter, and fuel in U.S. continue to soar, and that's all part of ease the Zayin, and all part of the inflation, which ultimately is the Lord's design to not only cause that division in this place, but to show you there is nothing left. The scripture says we would have held Babylon, but that's not the case. This place is about to be destroyed, and before it gets destroyed, what? It's going to be broken down. Now, I just want to say something too before I get into my precepts. It also goes to show how these devils, and what I mean by devils, I mean the whole government, the administration, the presidency, how it's really starting to, when the Lord said that he destroyed the wise men. Let me get it right here. Bear with me, okay? This is the book of Obadiah 1 and 8. It says, shall I not in that day, save the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom and the understanding out of the mount of Esau? And look who's in charge right now. People thought Trump was the lowest this place could go, but it's really creepy Joe. And what just happened during so-called Black History Month? These devils approved the administration of crack pipes and then turned around and tried to relabel it. Why? Because they know they're catching heat on the whole opioid and fentanyl and Oxycontin crisis that they caused. They know that when it came to their people being strung out, how they moved differently. Because when it was Jake was jailed with the same president. He wrote the 1993 crime bill. Jake was jailed, cast out their homes, made ridiculed. Every time you thought about an addict, you thought about Jake. But now when it hit them, now they put in different programs to better the homes and all of that, better care, better resources. But we understand that this is their kingdom, so of course these devils are going to do a little 1-2 for the bottom feeders of their people. Now, with that being said, there's people that's starting to wake up. They're still going to stay asleep. I say that because they're still going to go out there and vote and think that there's something coming after that. But basically, when the reporter asked the spokesperson for Biden, that chick, I forgot her name, she had the nerve to say that, those truckers, they aren't protesting over the mandates. They aren't posting. They ain't protesting over the mask and things like that. And the reporter actually came out and said, you really think that we're stupid? And it's really going to be shown that these devils are fucking lies, because that same blockade that was in Canada, it's headed here to the U.S. And this is why you had that report of Homeland Security saying that they're basically mobilizing and giving out the warning to the federal agencies and the local police agencies. But aren't these peaceful protests? Aren't these people protesting tyranny? But once again, speaking out against the government, you're now deemed a terrorist. And this is why this devil was speaking on that during the beginning of his administration, going into domestic terrorism, basically people speaking out against this unrighteous rulership. And the water Akim for being with me. I just want to get a couple of those points out. Now, getting into my precepts, this is the book of 2nd Ezra 16 and 22, because between these two articles, food prices going up, gas prices going up, rents going up, it's only going to get worse, especially with the truckers not being able to move, the stuff not coming in from the ports. Because the reason why the truckers are important, because a lot of the import comes in at California, and then it's driven all across Babylon over to the East Coast and stuff like that. So a lot of the things you see in the stores, that's going to be the end of it. You had the CEO of Home Depot say the same thing. But that's all part of inflation. It's the second episode, 16 and 17, because it's only going to get worse. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. The reason why they keep talking about food prices going up, why? Because people, they are going to have to make a decision. Imagine when inflation didn't hit, and people during the Trump administration, they were waiting on that $600 because Congress and them were just making a fool of the American people. When they finally got the measly $600, they didn't know if they had to put that towards rent because they was on the brink of eviction, or put that towards food, or put that towards, because a lot of people lost their job when this pandemic hit, and they were trying to make stuff doing the mandates here in Boston. They're actually looking to reverse it because companies are losing $15,000 a week here. But the damage is already done. You see J&J pulled their joint right off the market. There's people that already took this thing. So many people got pressured into keeping their job that they folded just for them to turn around and reverse the mandate. But we know that's for now. We know there's a bigger picture, especially with those people that took that jump shot. And I'm going to leave it at that to stay on topic. But it says the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death. The scripture says that many people shall perish of the famine, and those that are left are by the sword. So it's not even just you not being able to afford the food, because if ain't nothing coming in, it's going to go to the point where it's going to be rationed off. I had dreams. You recently had brothers post that dream of that sister. She posted her dream, and then another sister had a similar dream to where they was in a grocery store and they was rationing off food, and you can only get the food if you had that MOTB. And that's what it's going to come down to. And it says right here, the beginning of wars, and we're seeing it right now. Did not Creepy Joe just tell any American citizens that are in Ukraine to leave? Aren't they getting ready? And the powers shall stand in fear at the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So here's a man that was showed a vision, our prophet Ezra. We've been shown visions through our dreams, and the Lord blessed us with eyes to see and ears that hear, and to put our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. For what more those? Scripture says wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. What more those people that's trusting in this devil, that thinking that there's a way out of it, and little do they know these devils are gonna go right into their bunkers. See, trucks ain't going and delivering food to your local place like that, but they're definitely going to those Denver being one of them, their underground bunkers, because there's plenty of truckers that were posting videos. And it says, behold, famine, plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness. And this is why we say in Hosea 4:6, well, not we say, the scripture says, and we constantly have to remind Hosea 4:6, it says, our people are destroyed. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, you so-called Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans, because there's so much shit going on, but Jake still think they're in good case. Jake's still trying to party. Jake's still trying to keep up with this devil. Jake's still trying to live their best life. A woman are all out of order. I didn't even touch on my show or the dream that I had out of Ronta's eye. I bring that out. And just showing you how, man, Jake's about to hit that brick wall. That rug's about to be pulled from under them. And it says, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness. And also that's a reminder when the Lord said, as a sign it should be like the days of Noah. What happened during the days of Noah? People were drinking, marrying, just partying, carelessness. Until what? Until that rain came. The same with here. Until that destruction comes, it's going to be too late. And we always bring out Isaiah 30:3, straight to the point, because for trusting in Pharaoh in Egypt is going to be to Jake's shame and confusion. See, the Lord said wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time. Out around the Lord keeps that spirit on us. We're going to be stable in that day. All these other people, man, they're going to be in great confusion. And it says right here, behold, visuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And let's go to it, man, like that song. It was all good just a week ago. Think about when the PPE hit. This is why you always see Jake talking about bring the PPE back. Bring the PPE back. Bring them loans back. When Jake was getting money, they were buying all type of designer, going on trips, eating all type of abominable things, not planning ahead. And not saying that we put our trust in that, but listen, the Lord bless us with wisdom. Just like our elder taught us. Get a couple of extra cans of beans. a couple of extra cans of rice. That's a part of that wisdom. Singing at the grocery stores getting scarce, but you're out here buying designer and try to keep up with the Joneses, but you're not trying to grab up a couple of things that are going to be scarce, man. And it says, behold, visuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. But when this devil cut that, and then now he's requiring it back, prosecuting people, and it says, even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So the prophecies didn't stop because Jake was getting a little bit of money. Evils were still growing. This is the year of the turn up of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Go on Newsbreak. For those that don't have it, and put in your local city, you see how many people are dying. Them death angels is out there. So I lock your Akim. All right, I just wanted to make sure that my recording didn't stop. Those death angels are out there. Salakia, person calling my phone. I really get calls on this phone, just doing my whole concentration off. But going back into it, this being the year of the turn up of Yahweh Shema Rashad, them death angels is out there. Everything is turning up, and Jake they're going to get caught off guard. And it says that. Shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Going into it, it's going to get worse. And it says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So that's what's to come. That's why we say it's going to get worse, because this is why when you read 2 Ezra 15 right in the beginning, it says, speak thou. Matter of fact, let me get it right now. Bear with me, Aki. Because these aren't our words. 2 Ezra 15:1, it says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Romans should come to mind, whether they believe or they don't believe. Why? Because it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. They're going to die of that famine. They're going to die in great confusion. That we're not a part of that number. So that article was right. It is going to get worse. And and you have to look at it as the doom forecast by these experts should let you know what time that we're in. It's not just us. You got these devil's tongue falling upon them. So these experts are telling you, the CEOs of all these companies are saying, listen, things are getting scarce. Things are getting bad, man. 1 Thessalonians 5:1, it says, but of the times and seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Why? Because the book of 2 Ezra 9:1 tells you to measure thou the time diligently in itself. We're supposed to look at the signs that the Lord told us in the book of Matthew, rumors of wars, lots of things. And it says, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Just like during that time of Noah, when it started raining and Noah was packed up in that ark with those animals and his family. The same way with this place. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. And this is what these devils, they were pushing, that peace, that safety. Even with their whole mandate in this jump shot. The book of Daniel tells you what? Through, matter of fact, let me get that. This is the book of Daniel 8:25, because it's that bull, it's that bull crap with the peace. And it says right here, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, showing you that at the end of the day, he is doing the will of the Lord, and shall prosper in practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. So by peace, many are going to be destroyed, because that false sense of peace is really going to be destruction. But it's letting you know, I'm going to read the last part. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. So this devil is going to be broken. And then it says right here, going back into it, it says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So they're not going to escape. And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12:1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. So seek the Lord while he may be found. Don't wait. Don't pass upon this word trying to put a time frame on it. Like, yeah, the Lord won't come in this time. Yeah, man, we seen them prophecies. We haven't seen the prophecies hot like this. And we don't know the time. The Lord said that. But what did he say? I don't just look at you as servants. I look at you as brethren. So he gave us signs. Usually a thief just creeps up on you unaware to take your shit, basically take your life. And it says, while the sun or the light of the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinding cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened. People see a dim future here, especially when the people that they're putting their trust in, these quote-unquote experts. The Lord said the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High, because these people are measuring tangible things, money, all this bullshit. They're not looking at the true biblical signs. And it says right here, and the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of grinding is low. So these devils may tell you jobs is up, but where? There's people out here struggling. People about to lose their homes. 2nd Ezra 8:50 says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in a later time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Why do you think 2nd Ezra 15 is about to hop off the page? When things get real bad, people are going to be spoiling each other's homes. It says many shall perish of the famine. A lot of people are going to die. A lot of people are going to die. But the Lord said what? His elect, they going to be all right. I don't want this well part of that number. The Lord's going to feed them. You know, wisdom and knowledge is going to be stable in the time where everybody's going to be in great confusion and bugging out. You're going to be stable. All the Ranthers will be part of that number. And I'm going to end this lesson with Isaiah 55:6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. And let him return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. I hope this lesson was edifying, as well as a faith builder. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makal double honor to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to you, Arkham, that's pushing this truth. Till next time, Yahshua, Shalom.